Alright YouTube, back in another video, and today we're going to do a day in the life of a 21-year-old local truck driver for a construction company. So right now it's 3:41 in the morning. We started our day at 2:30 by waking up at 2:30. Work started at 3:30. So we're here. First thing I do, go drop a trailer up at a job for the crane that my dad is hauling. Come back to the yard, grab a flatbed stretch trailer, and we're gonna go haul 80-foot catwalk beams up at a job, moving from one side of the job to the other. So go drop this trailer, come back, grab another trailer, and head to a different job. All right, it's about 4:20 in the morning now. We're gonna go ahead and drop this trailer. All right, like if anyone's local to the area, it's like 290. That's 290. All right, we're going to traffic over here, find the stuff. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and head back to the yard, or we're gonna bobtail back to the yard, and we're going to grab the stretch flatbed and head up to the job to do some on-site work. All right, we're back at the yard. We're hooked up to the stretch flatbed. So we're gonna go out and we'll take a piss real quick, and we're gonna head out to the job. It's about an hour away. The job we were just at is about 40 minutes away. We're real early in the morning, so there's no traffic, so it's real nice, but there'll be more traffic going to the job now, so we'll go ahead and take a piss, head up there. We gotta be there by 7, and it is 5:20 right now, so we got plenty of time to get there and be ready for those guys. It's 9:38 already. I've already moved one beam. I had to wait here a little bit in the morning, so I waited probably 45 minutes. I got the second beam on. The first beam was probably like 60 something foot long, almost 70 foot long. This beam is 86 foot long. I got the trailer stretched out to 58 feet, just stretched out 5 foot. So I'll get out, I'll show you what it's looking like, how much it's hanging off. It's got about 5 chains on it, that's about it. 4 in each corner of the trailer, and 1 holding the spreader pipe down on top. So I'll get out the truck and I'll show you what it looks like. So here we got the beam sticking off probably about 5 foot off the front, trailer stretched out 5 foot, and then we got quite some feet off the back. But it's very simple. Just pick the beams up over here, and we end up running them all the way to the other side of the job, which is not that hard. We just put them on the crane, pick them off, and that's about it. So it's actually pretty simple, very easy day. It just takes time to load, walk around from one side to the other. Crane has to reset up and everything. And that's about it. But overall, it's not hard. I've already done this a couple times, so it's like I already know where to chain down and how to chain it down. And I think after this one, I got 2 more, one more short one, 60-something foot, and another 86 footer. And that'd be it for the day. It's already, let's say what time it was, 9:40 right now. So I think we done loaded one, unloaded, and reloaded one by 9:30. And then we also are waiting, so you have to wait time. There's a truck over here with actual bridge beams, so we're kind of working around those guys. They're working around us, so everybody's not in each other's way. But I pick the camera back up after we probably get the second or the 3rd or 4th beam put on, or I'll record them picking the beam off and swinging it around. All right, so I'm back on the highway. I completely forgot to record that last beam. That last beam ended up being longer than the rest of them. That one was 87 foot, so a little bit longer than the one that I showed you guys, but not that still, it was still not that crazy. Never stretched the trailer out any farther. Sitting on trailer same, and it's sticking like 30-something feet off the back, basically. Or 20-something feet, almost 30 foot off the back. But right now we're headed back to the yard. Not too much is going on, so I'll probably leave. I went from possibly being a really long day to being probably a 10, 11, 12 hour day, so not too bad. I'm starting at 3:30 to probably get off around what time is it right now. Right now it is 1 o'clock, so get off probably 2:30, 2 o'clock. Well, not too terribly long of a day. Also, when I get back to the yard, I'll show you guys the custom low pro seat mount that I made for my seat. It's not a low riding seat. I just made a custom low rider seat. So it just sat like 3 inches lower, and makes it a little bit better. My head used to be like way up here riding in the seat, just because the mount was so thick. But took all that out, cut a plate, bolted it through the seat to the floor. Then I also did make a shifter extension way back when, which is pretty badass also. Just a rod and a standard 1/2-inch bolt on one side and a 1/2-inch nut on the other side, and it works perfectly. 5/16 airline extensions, and that's about it. So pretty nice, looks cool. I think it's more comfortable driving down the road too than having a shifter real low. So I think it's pretty badass. All right, I kind of got you guys kind of mounted up there a little oddly, but sitting up there. And I like to talk about any of the young guys that want to get into trucking. And what I'd say is do it. I've been around trucking my entire life. I literally was born in a semi-truck basically. It's all I've ever been around, and it's worth it. If you love trucking, want to make good money, it's worth it. You know, I mean, union, local truck driver. I work around Chicago and travel a little bit from here and there. I've been down to Florida. And that's probably the farthest I've ever been. Probably the farthest I'll ever go for this company, but that's as far as I went as a local truck driver. And get paid the whole time per hour. You know, you're not getting paid by load, so everything's got its ups and downs. You know, if you own your own truck, you can make more money if you work hard. But I got in the truck when I was 19 years old. 21 now, so almost coming up on 2 years of having my CDL. Well, almost 3 years of having my CDL, I think. And I wouldn't change for nothing. I love this stuff. I love trucking. Literally, all I've ever been around. I always said I was going to be a truck driver. But at the end of the day, it's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. Obviously, I want to full-time do YouTube, and then trucking be involved in the YouTube. And that's the goal eventually. But for now on, we're going to work a regular job. Do YouTube on the side. It's always been my hobby. I love doing it. I love making videos. So I will continue to make those videos until that day the opportunity comes where I can make that my full-time job. And that would be a blessing from God when that day happens. Also, as a young kid getting into trucking, some places won't hire you because they got like an age limit on their insurance. So luckily, the company I work for, my dad has been a truck driver for them for 10 years now, and I just got lucky, you know, I was able to drive, and I guess I don't know how their insurance works or whatever, but I'm able to have a job and drive with them. So it works out really well. And obviously work probably the best and my favorite than anybody, because I was able to truck for 2 years now and, you know, make a lot of money, have a house now, multiple vehicles, like life has been pretty good for me. If you're any rattling, this fucking thing bouncing around because I haven't zip tied it up yet or nothing. But maybe one of these days we'll get it. I actually brought some zip ties today because I thought I was going to have some sitting time and I was going to clean my cab up, because at the end of the day, if the company gives you a truck to drive, I truly believe you should take care of it the best you possibly can. You know, there's no reason for the inside of your cab to be absolutely filthy. The outside of the truck, yeah, it gets dirty. You know, that's part of the job. But the inside of the truck, I think you should be able to keep clean. It's not that hard, especially for us. We work in muddy conditions, and the only thing that really gets muddy is my floor mat, and I clean it off. It's not that hard to do. But I don't know exactly where this video is going to get put in, because I'm working on a house project, the truck. So I don't know where this video. I think it's probably come after maybe the truck video or house video, one of the two. I don't know. But this is coming out before the truck video. A little sneak peek. If anyone was watching the video this long. Put a Starlight 1,000 or 1,100 stars in my Denali next week probably. I'll probably start it this week. I haven't drove the thing in like 2 weeks now. But I got some video to clean it up to do at the house. Maybe I'll put that in this video. I got some wood to clean up and stuff that we had split. Just need to get it out in the yard, just in the middle of the yard still for the past week and a half. This past weekend I wasn't able to do nothing in the house. I had my wisdom tooth pulled out. One of them. Now, I won't lie, it sucked. It sucked really bad. A lot of it sucked because I had to keep cutting my gum away, which my tooth had like grew into like a fish hook. So I pulled this whole thing and cut my gum away just to get the tooth out without breaking out. But maybe before we wrap the video up, after we get off the clock, I'll clean up outside the house and we'll put that in this video. And later today, we'll get back into work in the house, finishing up the body, which probably is the next video that comes out after this one. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the shifter from the top of the threads to the bottom of the nut, I believe it's like 20, 21 inches. So I think you could buy like a standard 6 or 8, 12, and 18 maybe. So it's a little bit taller, but not that much. Like there's literally, I can show you right here. Pulls back a little bit. So it's literally just a rod with threads welded to the end, which is a bolt. That we just cut the head off, welded it, and then a nut farther down. And then I just put quick connects where the airlines usually would connect to the head up here. So if I get a different truck or they don't like this no more, I don't even know if they know. They probably do because you can see it outside the window. If they don't like it, then I can take it out and put it back where it's supposed to be at the end of the day if that's what they choose for me to do. So we'll pick the camera back up. I don't know if this has been blocking my face all the time. I hope not. But I'll pick the camera back up when we get to the yard. I'll show you this low pro seat mount. It's probably going to be the end of the day. Unless we might load up some drill rig parts on some motor road truck drivers. But I don't know if I'll be staying for that because it's pretty easy stuff. You know, just pick up a forklift and set it on some dunnage on a trailer. So who knows about that. But I will make a day in the life of doing low boy stuff. That's a lot more fun, a lot more entertaining. I'll bring my 360 camera because I can put it on the back of the truck. Probably put it on my heavy rack. I can put it on this window here, stick it up the top, and move machines. I'll do rollers or loaders or nosers or pavers. It's all pretty cool. A lot cooler to do flatbed stuff, just rolling beams around. You know, it's cool with being long, but just inside the job, so it's not really going that far. But that'll have to be one of these days. Next time there's low boy stuff. We really haven't been working as much as we used to. The work kind of slowed down. So once that picks up and we get busy again, I'll do a video on that. All right, so I go air my seat up. Air in there. So usually there's a big plate right here. It's about this thick that the seat bolts to, so that I can bolt to the floor. But this floor is squishy, so I was able to run bolts from the bottom of this plate into the seat all the way around. And these back ones I had to grind off so the seat is hitting right here, so it'd get a little bit lower. Actually pretty sharp right there. But overall, then this is just bolted back to the stock mounts where it bolts to, and it gives me about 3 inches lower than what it normally would be. And with me doing all that, I had to slide my fire extinguisher forward a little bit so when it hit back here, it bent the tab down here that would normally like act like a fork right here. But overall, it works pretty well. It went in perfectly. The seat's perfectly straight. It's not crooked at all from just a plate being measured off cardboard and drilling holes. So it fits perfect and it's all sitting good. I wish I would have maybe pushed it forward a little bit so I could lean the seat back a little bit more, but it is what it is. You know, it's a day cab, really didn't get that much space out of it. So I'll end up picking the camera back up the house. I'm about to leave work now. I'll finish my paperwork up and get out of here. And then I will pick the camera at the house and we'll do some cleaning up there. All right, so it's like super windy outside, but there's a bunch of wood out there up front, and then a bunch of stuff I did cut up over here in the back. Then I'll grab a wheel or put in a little buggy over here and go ahead and stack it over here. Maybe we'll try to fill this up at least. For sure get all the small stuff that's split up front already out of there and get some of that stuff back there over there, and then we'll wrap this video up. And I got some work to do inside the house, which will be one of those videos you see after this one. All right, so got that stuff cleaned up over there. There's still like little pieces of wood on the ground, but I'll rake that up when I have a fire next time. Then I'll just be able to throw it right in the fire. Clean some more of this stuff up, and we stacked it up on the other side over here. Also, I need to trim these bushes and clean them up a little bit. They look a little rough, but we got all this stuff stacked. Refilled this rack up, so that's good to go. I don't want to go too high because I don't want that stuff falling over on some of the kids or something. Someone get hurt, rather not that happen. And right now I'm debating putting the LED reverse lights and license plate lights in. So I think I'm gonna do that real quick. Just roll the truck forward a little bit and put those in when they are right here. Here are the LED reverse lights and the tailgate, or the tailgate license plate lights. So I'm gonna do that real quick, get that over and done with, and we'll wrap this video up after that. Well, I'm taking this part. One of these days I need to do a video on I gotta reorganize the garage, clean it up, fix some wiring. So I think one of these weekends that's gonna be something that we're gonna end up doing. Moving toolboxes, reorganize, because we're gonna bring my buddy's car over here his Fox body and work on it here. Take this light out, move you guys over a little bit. Jeez, it's dirty in there. All we'll do is take this one light out. This one bulb. Put in this new one. Just like that. LED reverse light. Boom. That simple. Click. Put these little screws in before I lose them. Definitely done that before. I never understood why they made these smallest possible torques. That they always like to strip or break. You know, I like torques, but not the super tiny ones. We'll go ahead and move over. Get this one done. And this truck is literally sat here for 2 weeks. It's been outside one time. I had to put wides on it for some pictures. And that was it, and it's sat in the garage. Is that a scratch right there? Yep. Sat in the garage since that day. Not done nothing. But I will end up keeping, oh, this one's broken. Oh, well. I'll keep these bulbs just in case something goes wrong. I need a reverse light. They're still good bulbs, they're just halogens, so they're not bright. And eventually we'll do color match tail lights and headlights. What brand? I don't know yet, but down the line when money is flowing in the pockets. Boom. It's popped out like that. It's not broken. That was broken. And I'm thinking I'll go to FP later this year. Or beginning next year. When we get some powder on all the lift kit and everything, that will be a big thing done to the truck also. The lights are working. Boom. LED lights. I just realized those are not LED either, but I have red LEDs. So I'm gonna go ahead and put red LEDs in there and see what it looks like. And then I'll prop the camera up back here or put on the tripod, and we'll see what the reverse lights are looking like, and then we'll be wrapping this up. Okay, so it kind of looks a little weird, just like two little red dots. But for now, in person, it's not super like two dots. It's more illuminated. But I'm just gonna leave it in there for now. I'd rather it be that than the dull white. So I'll prop the camera up, put the thing in reverse, and we'll see what these reverse lights are looking like. All right, the GoPro's about to die, but that's gonna wrap up today's day in the life. Trucking, working around the house, working on the truck, usually about how it goes every single day. So right now I'm gonna head in the house, go work on another video that will probably come out after this one, but that's gonna be wrapped. Some new lights on the truck, some trucking, so a little bit of everything. So thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Peace.